Happy New Year and welcome to what I'm affectionately calling the Doula Channel at this point. I'm going to give you a little introduction about myself, how I came to come up with this idea, and what I hope to bring to all of you in 2015. I was so blessed to start my doula career almost 15 years ago. Although I had been attending births as friend or family members long before that, it wasn't until I was actually at the birth of one of my best friends that I even learned what a doula was. And being inquisitive, I went and looked it up, and I knew immediately that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I started my entire career then. I signed up for my labor doula training. I went on to be a childbirth educator and lactation educator. And like I said, I've been blessed to do this for so long. And of course, it's with the support of my family, my friends, and my colleagues that I have been able to serve families for as long as I have. Throughout this time, I became very passionate about being able to bring to all of my clients or students or family and friends the most current, up-to-date information that's available to you. With that being said, I trust that you will make the best decisions for you throughout your labor and your birth. Along this journey, I thought, well, I'm going to write a book, or I'm going to write several mini books that can bring this information to the forefront, have it at your fingertips so that you can do the research and feel confident in making these decisions. Obviously, over 15 years, technology has changed. And the beauty of that is I had to learn to change with the times as well. So in doing that, I decided to create the YouTube channel. In this channel, you're going to be able to simply find the information that you're looking for. I plan to interview amazing professionals along the way, but I don't want it to be one-sided. I'm going to interview doctors, pediatricians, midwives, obviously, additional doulas, chiropractors, yoga instructors. I want to bring all of this information to you, and it will be easy to find. You'll be able to navigate through it nicely. Throughout the years, I've spoken at several conferences, at colleges, local events. I've even written articles or pieces for additional books that are available, and I'm going to highlight those authors as well so that you can go and get an expansion of some of the stuff that I'll be bringing to you. But I wanted it to be a place that you could come and get good factual-based information. So my hope is to give you the most current, up-to-date information, and then allow you to expand on that. Continue to do your research, talk with family and friends, but know that this is going to be your one-stop shop. Also along the way, I emceed numerous conferences, and I chaired a lot of our big local events. And I've sat on the board of directors for 3 different doula organizations. All that to say I'm also a very active doula. I still take 2 to 3 birth clients per month. I take at least 1 postpartum, maybe 2 postpartum clients per month. So as a working professional, I myself am constantly learning. So it's that information that I'm going to bring to you as well. It may be different experiences that clients are willing to share also. So I'll have them on the channel. So you're going to be in for a great treat. But the overall New Year's thing is that I get to live my passion. And my passion has become teaching and sharing this information. As a researcher, I get to really dive into a specific topic, and it challenges me to see it from both sides and understand how my clients may be interpreting this information. Many of you as clients have always said, you've heard me say, I'm going to send you information. I want you to read that because I know that if you read this information and I read it, we could walk away with different interpretations of what that actually means. So I am still very much committed to you making informed decisions for yourself. But know that this is a place that you can come and you can get that information. My wheels are always spinning. So how do we get factual based information? Where do we get that information? Sure, you can go out there and you can read a mommy blog, or you can go to the Facebook pages and post, oh, my child has a rash. What is this rash? And you're going to get 40 different responses. I'm not so sure that that's the best place to get information. You need to go back to your care providers and say, hey, I need this properly diagnosed. And then our hope is that that care provider will give you so many different options on how that can be treated. If not, we know that there's alternative treatments as well. That whole thing really makes me laugh when we say alternative treatments. When we talk about herbs or essential oils or plants, we know that that was probably the original treatment. So when we say alternative, a lot of people think that's very hippie or very crunchy granola, but in fact, we're going back to the basics. And so a lot of that will be shared along the way as well. I say that this is your intro video because I plan to have so many more topics debuted. I have a list here, and you'll find that this video is going to become very unedited because I don't know how to edit videos. So I'm just going to give it to you real. I plan on talking with dads and partners about their role, their comfort levels, the things that they experience along their journey, and maybe even some helpful hints. We'll be debuting some products. Definitely, we're going to have resources on here. We're going to talk about topics that break down a little bit more, like fertility, surrogacy. We're going to get into the childbirth education of it all, and even the postpartum recovery. We're going to talk about birth preferences. We're going to even break all of that down even further to say we're going to talk about VBACs or C-sections. We're going to talk about epidurals. We're going to talk about normal birth, or what some people call natural childbirth. And I say it's normal because I know that this is what's normal for you. So when I say that, know that there can be so many variations that we may not be able to prepare you for, but certainly you can ask. We can make it the next topic, and we're going to continue to expand on the knowledge that you're going to find available on this channel. We're going to talk about multiples. Of course, we're going to talk about newborn procedures. We're going to talk about interventions, maybe even apps where you can have that technology at your fingertips, and it won't be so hard to find. With all of that being said as well, I plan to speak to maybe the person who's been struggling or had struggled and finally became pregnant. We're going to talk to those of you that may be newly pregnant. What I found definitely in all these years of serving this dynamics is most people don't know what questions to ask their care provider. It's not until maybe their last trimester that they're struggling to find a childbirth class. Or some of you aren't attending childbirth classes at all, and you're relying on this technology like the channel to get the information that you need. We're certainly going to talk about labor and birth. So if it is just you and your partner in the birth room and something new comes up, maybe you can log on real quick and get the cliff notes of what you're faced with at that time. We're going to talk about the postpartum period. A lot of people, are so focused on some of the postpartum mood disorders, but let's back that up and talk about maybe some ways to prevent that. How to find good resources, not just therapists, but therapists that specialize in postpartum mood disorders so that you get the help that you deserve, so that you know that you're not alone. Or maybe you have a baby that's not sleeping well. Or maybe I could debunk the myth a little bit more about a colicky baby. So along the way, we're going to explore so many different avenues, and some you'll agree with and some that you won't. But certainly I encourage you to leave notes, know that I will answer you. You are certainly welcome to send me an email or log on to our Facebook pages and give some insight, or even share some of the testimonials of things that really worked for you and that were really helpful. Again, I want this channel to grow. I want it to be a one-stop shop that you can come and get all of the valuable information that you need. So I'm really excited for what 2015 will hold for all of us. I wish you all the best. I'm excited to interact with you throughout the year. And please let me be that resource for you as time goes by. Thank you, and we'll see you soon. Bye.